What's the worst experience you've had with a roommate? I let my boss crash at my second apartment about 15 years ago. It was a shitty timeshare call center where everyone did drugs and were pretty everyman types, so he and I were more friends than coworkers. Anyway, he loses his apartment and asks to stay with me for a couple months while he gets back on his feet, and I agree. He's a great dude. Kind, smart, funny, confident, and a solid 350 pounds. I only mention the weight because it's relevant to the negative experience. So around a month into staying with us, he decides to get clean from his crippling opioid addiction. He's decided to cold turkey from a 20-a-day 10 mg hydrocodone habit, which, for the uninitiated, is pretty intense. I advise rehab, but he elected to lie on the couch in my living room for weeks, costing him his job, sweating his ass off and shaking under a blanket. The reason why his size was relevant: he sweat a lot already, and had to take pains to mitigate his body odor on normal days, with varying degrees of success, but with the withdrawals and being mostly sedentary on that textile couch for weeks, the apartment started to smell like a hot-ass forest. It was a party house with a revolving door, and people just kinda stopped coming during his tenure there. Even with my bedroom down the hall's door closed, the stench was pervasive. It wasn't his fault. I liked the man, and he was trying to better himself and his life, so I put up with it. And he succeeded. Got himself a new place in the agreed time frame, stayed clean, and everything was hunky-dory. After he moved out, my actual roommate and I carried the couch to the parking lot dumpster, and it took several days to air out the smell. We even did a thermal fog with an oil-based cherry-scented counteractant, and it still didn't help. Kinda irrelevant, but just an addendum. We stayed in touch for a while back when I still had Facebook, and he got his life together. Got a good job as a realtor, lost a lot of weight, had a baby girl, found religion or whatever. Then after a few years of being off Facebook and radio silence, I get a call from my old roommate saying that he'd relapsed and died from a heroin overdose. Pretty fucked. R.I.P. Don.